Hi everyone, it's Casey Williams. Well, if you watch our videos every week, you might notice that we're not in our usual spot on top of the WFYI parking garage. That's because this truck is just a little bit tall and a little bit too long to get through the garage and get up there. What we're looking at today is the 2019 Ram 2500 with the Cummins diesel, four-wheel drive, and mega cab. It's just about the biggest, baddest truck you can buy. Let's go have a look at it. Well, our truck has the limited package, which means lots of chrome and lots of extra features on the outside of it. You know, it starts with the big chrome grille, chrome bumper, chrome tow hooks. Just looks massive, but also looks very expensive, and I really like that a lot. LED headlamps to really light up the road in the night. Come around the side, and it has a traditional Ram look. You know, the fenders that are stepped down, kind of like a semi-truck. Big 2500 heavy-duty logo up above, and of course the Cummins turbo diesel. 20-inch alloy wheels, which I think is kind of hysterical. They look like little wheels underneath this truck, but they're actually 20-inch wheels. Lots of chrome detailing on the mirrors, on the grab handles. Power running boards. And of course, being the mega cab, you get the extended cab. You can tell it's quite a bit longer than the standard box. Lots of legroom inside. In the back, you can really just stretch your legs straight out. Plenty of space for 2 people or 3 people to ride back there. This doesn't have the Ram box, doesn't have the extra storage compartment in the sides, but that's all right, it just makes it look very streamlined. Come around the back. Actually have blind spot indicators built into the tail lamps that extend for trailering, so that helps, it kind of extends that. Pre-wired for trailers, hitches are already pre-installed. This has the tonneau cover on it, and it has a spray and bed liner. And if you looked inside, you see LED lights and tie downs, everything you really need to store your gear. You'd be hard-pressed to find a more beautiful interior inside of any pickup truck, or pretty much any automobile for that matter. I mean, it really just starts with just the colors and the trim, and you get multiple color and trim packages inside of the Limited. This one's the indigo and frost, which means you get this bluish gray color on the dash and seat sides, and then the beige on the seats. I think it's a really nice combination, it just looks really pretty. And Ram really spent some money to do this interior. You know, a lot of cars, you see the stitch coverings on the dash and on the doors, and it looks really nice, but then you start touching it, you realize it's just really kind of cheap stitch vinyl. It just kind of gives the appearance. But this feels like something that should be in a Land Rover or a Jaguar. Just feels very expensive, very nice. Wood grain on the dash, again, kind of the bluish gray wood with the stripes through it. Same thing here on the steering wheel, nice thick leather wrapped steering wheel, so those are expensive. Also on the shift knob. Again, just really got all the details just right. There's even, if you saw the doors, just some really nice stitching, in the doors to really give an upscale appearance. And of course, everybody's really talking about the Ram touchscreen, the tablet style touchscreen. It looks kind of complicated, but for me it's actually very easy to use. They really just mirrored their other smaller touchscreens and how it functions. Down below, you've got easy to use icons. You've got the media there, climate. And once you press the icon, everything that has to do with that comes up on that screen. Very easy to use. Phone, apps, navigation. This has heated and cooled front seats, it's got heated steering wheel, it's got heated rear seats, everything you need. You've got the power sunroof up above, has a Harman Kardon audio system. Pretty much everything you need to stay comfortable. And when you really are hauling and towing and doing the things you really need a truck for, it's nice to know you've got the four-wheel drive controls right here by the steering wheel, very easy. Trailer brake controllers right here. And there's also a function, because this has the rear air suspension, you can press the button, it'll lower the back end of the truck down just a little bit to pull into trailers and lift it back up. Again, adding some real convenience. You've also got all kinds of around view cameras, so you can see that trailer as you're backing up to it. Again, just very easy to drive this truck from here. On the safety front, you've got adaptive cruise control, forward collision warning system with auto brake, blind spot warning, rear cross path detection. A full suite of safety systems too. Well, the first question everybody always asks when they see the truck is, does it have the Cummins diesel engine? And in fact, this one does. It's a 6.7-liter inline turbo diesel, generates 370 horsepower at 850 pound-feet of torque. It can tow a trailer 15,520 pounds and over a full ton in the bed payload. So it's a very capable, very serious truck. And in that vein, it actually doesn't ride or drive that bad. It has the air suspension system on the back, which does a really good job of taming the back of it. Again, it's stiff. When you go over bumps in the city, you feel them because it's a very big and capable truck. But I don't think it's overly harsh for what this truck is capable of doing. I've been in a lot worse, and I think it drives pretty well. I think the interior, I think it's absolutely beautiful. You step on the throttle, and that diesel engine just perks right up. You feel the torque off the line. The turbo comes on. You accelerate away. It never feels underpowered, especially when there's no trailer on the back of it or load. It's actually kind of a fast vehicle to drive. The other thing I really like is, on the highway, you get 4 people in here, you crank up the audio system, and it's just really a joy. You don't hear, I can hear the diesel engine, sitting in here, but it's not obnoxious. You don't hear it, over much. It's insulated pretty well. And I think most people think it just sounds pretty good from behind the wheel. It's exactly what you want a big truck to feel and sound like. And overall, I think Ram's done a very nice job with it. With the Ram 2500 Limited, you essentially have a luxury car that's capable of pulling a bulldozer across the country. The interior is absolutely beautiful, spacious with a mega cab, plenty of space for 4 or 5 people to stretch out inside. And that diesel engine, you get that low down torque from the Cummins turbo diesel, gets the trailer off the line, gets the load off the line very easily, you get the turbo on the highway, runs very smoothly. And for a vehicle like this, actually the diesel is pretty quiet, it's pretty reasonable. And while this wouldn't fit on top of our parking garage very easily, it's actually not that difficult to drive in town. I think it works out really well. The one thing I'll say though is, you don't buy a vehicle like this just to haul mulch home on the weekend. This is a vehicle you need to have a purpose for. And in that vein comes price. You can get a Ram 2500 for about $34,000. This one's considerably more, at almost $84,000. But if you've got a serious use for this vehicle, you're gonna spend a lot of time in it and travel a lot in it, I think you'd like it very, very much. Well, next week we'll have another fun vehicle. Until then, storm forward.